Spartans! What is your profession?
I'm not that far removed from the storm. The heat still lingers, my heart still warm. I try to change, but the core remains. I'm not that far removed from the flame.
I'm not that far removed from the storm. The heat still lingers, my heart still warm. I try to change, but the core remains. I'm not that far removed from the flame.
They pushed and pulled like I'm a game to play. Thought I'd crumble, thought I'd stray. I walked away from shadows I knew, but I'm not that far removed from the view.
They threw their stones, I caught them all. Built a wall so I wouldn't fall. Changed my name, changed my tune, but I'm not that far removed from the moon.
I'm not that far removed from the fire that burns, the soul I prove. You can test me, you can try, but I'm still the storm, the unbroken sky. I bury my past, but it won't stay gone. A ghost in the mirror, it lingers on. Try to rewrite, try to improve, but I'm not that far removed from the groove.
I buried the fire, but it still flickers low. They thought I'd crumble, but they don't even know. The echoes of me that I left in the past still rise like a shadow I can't outlast.
They see my face, but they don't see the scars. Every line's a map, a story that's ours. I wear my armor, my heart's subdued, but I'm not that far removed from the crude.
They built their walls, but I've got my tools. Try to make me dance to their shallow rules. I walked away, but the fight's in my veins. Not that far gone from my old hurricane.
They wanted a puppet, but I cut the strings. Tried to clip my wings, but I still sing. I shed my skin, but the scars still show. Not that far gone from the me they used to know. I'm not that far removed from the fire that burns, the soul I prove. You can test me, you can try, but I'm still the storm, the unbroken sky.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.
Oh, they act like I've forgotten the fight, but I'm a phoenix not lost in the night. I've grown taller, but the roots run deep. I'll wake the thunder if they wake the beast.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Happy Monday to you. A very happy Monday to you. Today is Monday, August 18th, 2025. We're about 11 days out of the end of August into September. We are on the last stretch of 2025. Can you believe how fast the year has been going? Incredible. Hopefully you guys are on track to do all the things that you set out to do in the year of 2025. We have to stay busy. We have to stay ready. We have to stay moving forward. All right. I am Tickle Trout. We are engineered to win. Or, like my friends like to say, I do my very, very best to annoy you. Yes, you to success.
Bruh.
We are going to continue working on our documentation work, N8N workflow. I was working on it a little bit last week. Noticed some issues that I had Manus try to fix for me. We're going to dive into Manus, see the changes, try to apply the changes. I'm debating between trying to update my current workflow and just importing the new workflow. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But that's where we're at. quick announcements at noon Eastern time today. We're going to be premiering Candid Conversations. We're going to be talking about 5 reasons that you are having trouble landing job interviews, and I will give you a solution, and you'll be surprised. Number 4 in my 5 reasons seem pretty obvious, but from the people that I talk to, almost none of them are actually doing this. So you definitely want to tune in. At noon Eastern time, I'll be in the chat watching with you guys. Let's have the conversation over there at noon. Candid Conversations, 5 reasons that you are not landing any job interviews. Let me go ahead and grab one of these real quick. And I will drop that right here. Cool, perfect. All right, so that is our plan for today. We are going to be, like I said, Candid Conversations. Tomorrow night we're going to be doing tech Q&A. You can call in. We'll be continuing working on our DevOps project, and I'll probably have a couple of questions that I will be answering. If anybody wants to call in, we can have a conversation. But the goal is yesterday we were able to get our Terraform to start up, create a dev environment for us on AWS. Tomorrow, I think part of my goal is going to be to use to containerize our lovable application to see we can deploy it. And then once we do that, then it's going to get into the really, really hard stuff, is how do we convert the functions that Codebase makes. It's gonna be a ride. It is gonna be a ride, but the goal is to be able to get a lovable based application into an AWS environment. Some parts are gonna be complicated, some parts are gonna be pretty simple. The Terraform part wasn't super complicated once we got all the right files. But we shall see. But that is the goal. For the next couple of next few shows, maybe next few weeks of shows, is getting this migration in a good spot so that we can easily see that. All right, cool. Now we have this lovable application built. How can we get it in another environment? So that's what we're going to be doing. But for now, we're going to be jumping into our building out this workflow for generating documentation using AI. This documentation says using Gemini, but I don't know if we have Gemini built into if I have the Gemini credentials, but it could easily be applied for OpenAI, which maybe on this one I'll do with OpenAI. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Do me a favor, if you have not done so already, all right, if you have not done so, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know every time we go live and drop new content. Also, we had a sprint review last night, Scrum night, sprint review, sprint retrospective, sprint planning with the Tech Barbarians. Go ahead. I'm gonna be putting that in the Tech Coach Patreon between tomorrow and Thursday. Go watch it back. A lot of good insight, a lot of good. So for some people, it was their first time doing a retro. So I'm explaining how retrospectives work, talking more about how pointing works, and why it's important to participate. Really, really good stuff. If you are in tech or trying to get in tech, not too familiar with Scrum, it is going to be a gold mine for you. See what to expect once you get into the environment, right? But with that, let's jump into working on our workflow. So I did a few iterations of this through Manus, and one thing so a couple of issues that I had, right? I needed a diagram to see how this was supposed to happen, but we'll talk about the diagram later. One of the issues that I noticed with the workflows that were being created for me was, tell you exactly what it was. It was, I didn't see the work. So basically the workflow would read the repository or see what files are in there, but it wouldn't actually go through the code and tell me what exactly is being done. So I asked it, I don't see the workflow capturing the files in the repository so that Gemini can read the code and generate documentation. Is there a way to get the actual code and have Gemini explain the code? And Manus said that, they're always going to tell you that you're right. And it says the current workflow only analyzes the repository structure and README, but doesn't actually fetch and analyze the source files. Let me enhance the workflow to capture the actual code files so Gemini can provide detailed code analysis and documentation. So that's really what I want. I saw that Devin AI, which we've used before, it has a way to create a wiki based off your code base. But I saw this at work, but the thing that I saw with that is it's like very technical in a sense, and it's like inside something called like Devin Wiki. But I wanted to see if we can create like a more customized, easy to understand documentation where somebody can say, "Hey, this is who I am." Give some information about themselves, and then they can go in and say, "All right, this is the repository that I want." It goes through the whole repository, reads it, and then it gives a customized explanation that will help the person ramp up, level up their skill set. So that is the goal for this workflow. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna import it again, right? Let me see. So let me go all the way down. So and basically I also said give me a visual of the workflow. Give me the you know how I do, like give me the each node step by step. So some of them I have to copy and paste. But let's just go ahead and get started. Let's go to this one, I believe. Let's go download. And I'm just going to create a new workflow for now. And I'm going to import this workflow. We're going to go to downloads. All right, so here is our workflow. The GitHub, not GitHub, but the Gemini ones, for some reason, they never really work. But I'm just going to, I don't think I have a Gemini workflow in here. Let me see, credentials. Let me call this detailed repository documentation. All right. Let me say, all right, so that's saved. Let me go to, do I have any Gemini credentials in here? I do not have Gemini credentials. I have Perplexity, I have OpenAI, Play AI, which I still haven't done anything with yet. PDF, Google Sheets, Runware. All right. I'll for the sake of time, I will just do this with OpenAI. Let's go to here, and I am going to. So let me see. So one thing I was kind of stuck on is once we get over to here, how these were supposed to connect, but I'm guessing they connect. Let me zoom in a bit. So check processing error. I think they connect like this and like this, and this one goes to here. But I need to, being that it cannot find these nodes, I am going to, this is why I always do the, so I go to OpenAI. So like I said, we'll use OpenAI for this one. And I will do text, choose from list. They don't have GPT-5 yet on this one, right? So I'll stick with GPT-4o mini just to, choosing a cheaper model to try it out. 4o mini. All right, let's do that. GPT-4o mini. I'm going to go back to Manus and I'm going to say I need the copy and paste format, and we want to get the is it this one? Analyze PDF with Gemini node. Let's take the, oh, come on. What just happened here? All right. We want this one. And I'll copy this and I'll clean it up inside here. Let's go here. Take that off. Okay. And I want analyze PDF. I'll just do it with AI. All right, so then I can get rid of this one. And I will add another one of these. Analyze GitHub with AI. And we're going to say GPT-4o mini. Okay, and then we will go and get the prompt for this one. Okay, let's copy this one. And we paste it in here. So now we have all that. And I can get rid of this. And I believe this should go here and here. And then we do generate combined code analysis. What's this one supposed to be? So this uses, what is that one supposed to be? That is, all right, so that's also Gemini. All right, so we're going to do another OpenAI one. And basically you put in like any AI model. Based on what you're doing, you'll choose the one. But being that I already have OpenAI configured, I'll just use OpenAI in this case. GPT-4o mini. We're going to get the prompt. We shall get rid of this. All right, so now generate combine. All right, so let's get this, that. Okay, and now I believe we should be something like that. I think that's how it should be, right? What error fetching from Google Docs? All right, we'll worry about that once we get there. But we can get started. This one will connect to this one. All right, so I think we can get started. We need to I also need to find a PDF in my Google Drive. Let me see if I can find one. Just looking through Google Drive right now. See if I find a PDF file. I found something that I can use. It'll be fine. All right, so let's go to. Let's just get it started. See what we get, and then we'll go from there. Let's let's see. So start off our webhook. Let's turn this on. Oh, so there's some issues. Hold on. What issues are there? What are the outstanding problems? Is it these? Let me see. What's our issues? It doesn't tell me what the issues are. If I just, can I just disable these for now? Okay, so we got the trigger. I would rather do it like this. Copy that. We're gonna use this one. Use that, and then I will take a look for the format to send in the request. Let's do this. And all right, so if I go to my PDF URL from Google Drive, I'm going to say copy link. And if I paste this here, and if I go to my GitHub, and let's say we choose, let's choose this one. Take that and we go to here and we say experience level beginner. We send that in. Oh, okay, I didn't change my copy. Wait, it's open. All right. All right, workflow started. Now let's see how far it gets. Execute this step, and we have repo. So owner, repo, experience level, repo URL, the file ID, PDF URL. Cool. So this step is good from all intents and purposes. I mean, it was able to parse everything, so that's good. Next step, let's do execute. No output in this data branch. False branch. Okay, so we went all the way over here. Let me see. Next up, let's go to this one. All right, everything seems to have executed. Did this one go through? Let's see what we got over here. And we have, all right, so 0 files selected. Total files 0. It has the language. It says total files 0 though. Priority given to entry points, config files. Okay, so why is there 0 files? Okay, relevant extensions. So this isn't. So if we look at this over here, we have all these details. So GitHub repository info, that's working. Get GitHub repository content. That is also working. GitHub README. Okay, so now okay, so here's fetch file content. See what this one does. This says go to get. All right, let's go to how does that go straight to here and also to here? Let me run this one. Okay. Let's go to here. Let's see where we're getting to. All right, so problem in the download PDF, the provider authorization grant is invalid. All right, so now the question is, the provider authorization grant, resource owner credentials or refresh code token is invalid. Why is that? Let's go to our over here, not here. Console. Go to Google Cloud. And let's go to APIs, credentials, or library. Google Drive API. It's not enabled. Hold on. Which one? You see which one I'm using? I know I'm using one of these. Okay, so it's here. So, all right, let's go to manage. Credentials. Why is it not taking it? Google Drive account with OAuth. Download a file. Maybe it doesn't have permission to download. Let's go to credentials, OAuth. So it's working. It's working here. Data access. Let me see. Add or remove scopes. Let's say Drive, Google Drive API. And do I have permission to download? Google Docs. See and download. Okay. So we update that. If I go back over here and do execute. I don't know why it's not letting me execute that. GitHub repo, PDF URL. Let's go to see and download that were created by Google Meet. See, edit, create, and delete all your Google Drive files. Just gonna try this one. Let's try that one. Let's do execute. I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, it says the provided authorization does not match the redirection URI used in the authorization request. Or that was okay. So what is the gotcha. All right, so let's go to branding reader authorized. Okay, that makes sense. Authorized domain. What is that redirection address? So we have to go to APIs and services, credentials. There goes N8N. Callback address. Okay. The redirection. So what is it trying to redirect to then? All right, let's go to Gemini. Let's say that I'm trying to download a file from Google Drive to N8N in a workflow, and I'm getting this error. Let's see what it can come up with. I know where that's coming from. Does not match the redirection URI using the authorization request or was used by another client. It's essentially a broken handshake between the services. The quickest way to fix is to re-authenticate. Okay, Google Drive, re-authenticate. All right. Let's go back to, let's try to re-authenticate. Let's save that. Let's go to our credentials, Google Drive, sign in with Google. Okay, we're connected. And our whole workflow has stopped. But, okay, fine. So let's see how far this actually gets. Let's go to here. So I'm starting it. Go here, send. Let's go here. It's getting all the way over here. It didn't go through here though for some weird reason. It's one of the issues that I have with N8N is like you got here, but you didn't execute these. As I can't directly analyze a PDF document, I can guide you on how to approach the analysis based on the provided criteria. So we need to extract the content of the PDF before we actually all right, so we need to extract the content of the PDF before we actually get it into the AI analysis portion of it. And we're not getting these to go through. What's up, Rod Brown? How are you doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you, Rod Brown. I am excited to see your video at 12:30 Eastern time today. I'll be in there for the premiere. I'm excited. All right, let's see what else we got. We're able to get this far. What if I do execute these steps? So you do this. Not finding files. We have the repo. Okay. So we have all of these correct. Validation. Okay. This is good. This is good. Select files for analysis. So nothing. All right. So nothing is happening here. So let me go ahead and go back to over here. And let's see what we're supposed to have. I'm going to go to copy and paste the nodes. This one is good. Let's go to check validation code, validation error status, download PDF from Google, GitHub repository info, GitHub repository content node. So this one is saying validate input, GitHub API. What are you? Guess it gets a list of all the files in there. select files for analysis. Analyze repository structure and select important files for code analysis. Validate input, get GitHub repository info. Repo data, content data. So let's go back to this one real quick. Let's go to select files for analysis. So it has a length. So total files is 0. Why are you getting total files 0? Default branches main. GitHub URL. So how are you getting total files equals 0? All file. All right, so it's all files. And then we go to scored file. So there goes the rabbit hole. Scored files, previous. Scored files, sort A, B, scored files. So okay. Config files, priority files. So language patterns. Priority files, config files. So where is this language pattern? Element has an any type because expression of type string can't be used in index type. Oh, wait a second. So this starts off as an object, and inside that object there is a key and a list. And you're trying to say that you're looking for, does it work that way? I don't know if it works that way. The code looks weird because it should be, if this is an object, well, that's an object, but I don't know. No, I guess that's right. Let's go to but I still don't see why total files is not returning anything. Map, okay, all files map file, scored files equals all files dot map. All files equals content data. So content data, so I'm working my way backwards here. Previous content data is get GitHub repository content first. All right, what is GitHub repository content? GitHub repository info, GitHub repository contents, JSON, as JSON we have an array. To get a look at JSON, GitHub repository content. You have this array. Okay, I kind of see what's going on here. Type file, okay. And we say filter item, item type, let's see, type equals file. So let's see how many. So there goes a file right here. Let's go with, okay, so we have 2 of those for file. Have this one. So I have a JSON and a config. Okay, seems weird that those are the only 2, but it is what it is. So why aren't you finding them? I guess that's a score. Configuration. Let's see what selected files are. Let's go with this one. Let's go to that scored files. Select files for analysis. Limit to top 8 files to manage API calls and content size. Previous. All files map file to this one, file path and name. I'm going to ask for an explanation on how this thing works because I'm not getting the right data in here. So a couple of things to do is make sure that we're getting all the content from all the files and that we're converting the PDF into like text. Extract from file, extract from PDF. Shout out to Ehor, shout out to you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's go to, where's one I just added? All right, so let's go here, delete that, extract from file, PDF. And then we go to here. Okay. PDF URL. The item has no binary field. Check that the parameter where you specified the input binary field name is correct. Maybe there's a download file. Okay, so this is where we're at now, right? We need to get the files in. We need to get the files in because we can get up to here, but we're not getting the content of the PDF, so we got to do that. And we need to make sure that we're getting the content of the GitHub repository. We'll do that to select the files and then just go through that. So I'll keep working on it, but this is where we're at. We are, I'll say, about a quarter or a third of the way there. Once we can get the data, like everything is about the data. Once we get the data in over here, then AI can take all that information and then do the rest of the work, which is going to get us towards getting our Google Doc with all that information that we need. So I'll keep playing with it over the next couple of days. We'll come back on Wednesday morning. And we'll come back on Wednesday morning to see what progress we made. This one is using OpenAI to create this documentation. We'll go from there. We shall go from there, but looking forward to getting this one done within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. So we'll keep at it. We shall keep at it. We'll go back to full screen. But we're going to wrap it up for today. Got things to do. We will remember we have candid conversations at noon. Thank you to our sponsor, Resume Flow, making the application process for jobs a little easier, helping you get your resume right, helping you see how well you match to a job, giving you interview questions, tracking your whole job application workflow. Check out resumeflow.app. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video today, this live stream, all of that good stuff. Remember, candid conversations, 5 reasons you are not landing job interviews. Hopefully that will help you to reshape the way that you think about landing these interviews, all of that good stuff. Rod Brown is premiering a video at 12:30. So after you get done with Candid Conversations, go check out Rod Brown. He's going to be reviewing a really, really controversial thing that happened the other day. So check it out, all of that good stuff. TechCoDrop.dev, we're going to be having a vibe coding show this coming Saturday, and we also have the Scrum night from last night going to be releasing this week. All right, check out the vibe coding show session from last week Saturday. It's in the Patreon right now at TechCoDrop.dev. All of that good stuff. But that's it. That is it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. It's the first day of the week. Let's start it off strong, and let's go out there and get it. TechCoDrop, we are out.
Spartans! What is your profession?
People watch as the clock ticks by, but I'm the storm in the endless sky. I'll climb the mountain, no matter the slope. Fueled by hunger, fueled by hope.
They sit and watch as the clock just spins, but I'm out here chasing where it begins. I don't need luck, I don't need a sign, just a fire in my soul and a dream that's mine.
All I wanna do is win it all. Climb every mountain, never let me fall. Bet it all on me, I'm the one who rise. I'll break the limits and touch the sky.
I'm betting it all, no second glance. Got fire in my soul, I'll take the chance. No time for sitting, no time to stall. The world is spinning, I'll have it all.
They say the world just turns and waits, but I've got no time for those debates. The fire in my chest, it burns so bright. I'll take the dark and turn it to light. All I wanna do is win it all. Climb every mountain, never let me fall. Bet it all on me, I'm the one who rise. I'll break the limits and touch the sky. No retreat, no looking back. I'll carve my name on this beaten track. They'll say I I dream too wild, too bold, but I'll write my story in lines of gold.
All I wanna do is win it all. Climb every mountain, never let me fall. Bet it all on me, I'm the one who rise. I'll break the limits and touch the skies. And touch the skies. Oh. No fear in losing, no time to doubt. Every whisper, I'll drown it out. I'll rise higher with every stride. The flame of passion, my only guide.